People will give you a chance if you just ask for it. No grape left behind. Like, you're getting every one of those bitches. My hand was like sore. It would be sore by the end of the week. That fear of change stops you from becoming who you want to be and being where you want to be. And that's your own doing. So you just have to like face yourself. You versus you. Get cozy. It was the peak of COVID. Actually, no, I came into college when COVID started and was in college during the peak. And then I was over it. Nobody was on campus. Nobody was there except for my roommate and a group of friends we created, but most of those people left, didn't come back for the second semester. And after that semester was done, I kind of said, fuck it. I can't do this. I don't want to do this. And I had to really think about what I wanted to do, And I think that's something that people don't have enough time given to them. Society wants you to go to college right after high school. And I think people need time. Some people need time to figure out what really means something to them, like what they really want to pursue. But I think it's very important to kind of put some time aside and rule out your passions and things that you want to pursue in your life. And during COVID, it was a perfect time to kind of do that, really look inward. And for me, I really wanted to harvest. I love to forage. It was just going to be 2 semesters, but it ended up being 3 because I was like, I don't want to do it. But it was the best decision I've ever made. And I plan to go back once I graduate, not here in the United States, but elsewhere. And when I was 19, I also shaved my head after I was working in the vineyard for a couple of months. I just wanted to separate myself from my ego, and I feel like that's not something I don't think that's something I would have been able to do if I hadn't been working in the vineyard. I think being out there kind of allowed me to be in a peaceful, tranquil state, peace of mind, and really look inward and see myself for what I saw myself as and what I wanted to see myself as. And so that allowed me to kind of take that leap of faith and kind of separate myself from my ego at the time. I think it's always, nothing's linear. It's always a journey. In my university, they let you take 3 semesters off before you have to reapply. And I really wasn't going to go back, but I think college is an avenue to other things, for sure. And for me, it has brought me to a lot of different passions. Meeting all these creatives is wonderful, but I miss being in the vines at like 6 a.m. blasting Frank Zappa and literally being the only one on the property.
Ultimately, who gives a fuck anyway?
The only one there, only soul. Like when you can feel other people's presences around you, and it's just not the same as being alone. One day I was driving and I came across this vineyard, and I kept on driving, but it stayed in the back of my mind. And so later that evening I sent them an email, but the winemaker responded, and I originally asked just for experience, even if that's unpaid, but he took me on and paid me not much at all. I was not making anything. I think it was $11 an hour, but I would do it for free. Like, it was such an incredible experience. And it was just the winemaker and one other man, the assistant winemaker, and me, and then another team during harvest. But learning the ropes of leaf picking, bird netting, and harvest eventually. I really think it instills a new sense of purpose, one that is away from capitalism, and just a sense of self within nature and in the world, existentialism. And I think being out there kind of gets me away from like an existential crisis, But it's a beautiful way of life. I will be getting back there once I graduate. And I think if there's something that you want to do working in the vineyard, go do it. Even if it's just over the weekend, even if it's volunteer work, even if you've never done it before. I had never done it before. And he still hired me. So if you're looking to work in the vineyard, send that email. And I'm 23 now, by the way. It's crazy how time flies. I remember we were in California, family trip, and my sister, we saw people harvesting strawberries in a field on the road, and we were driving and people were harvesting strawberries in a nearby field, and I remember saying, I really want to do that. Like, I want to be out there. And my sister was shocked almost. She was like, why would you ever want to do that? Like, you're not gonna be paid anything, and it's like hard work, and it's like quality of life. It was just so jarring that her quality of life was, or her ideal quality of life was so different than mine. But everybody wants different things, and I think finds satisfaction out of different things, whether it's monetary or not. But I wouldn't let that deter you. It didn't deter me, obviously. I was in the vineyard a couple years later, and I'm just dreaming of going back. I miss that. I'd be out there for hours, and my boss let me pick my own schedule, so I went in at 6 a.m. and just saw the sunrise from the vines each morning, and I miss it so much. Harvest, it's really hard work though, like really hard work. You're gonna get swole, I tell ya. We had like Petit Verdot, Petit Mencey, Cabernet Sauvignon. That's all I can remember. There was more, but it was a small vineyard, but a lot of work. Sometimes there would be little bees or wasps inside of the grapes as you're picking them. They're just having breakfast, and the grapes are very sweet, the one that I tried. Taste. That's pretty good. But it was just everybody working in harmony and just existing, you and all the bugs. It was beautiful. But one whole row took me one whole row took me 5.5 hours. 5.5 hours of just picking grapes. Literally going like this for 5.5 hours with your clippers. But that's how you know you did a good job and harvest is nearly complete. Yeah, it was beautiful. I think it's a lifestyle within itself. Seasonal work, I love it. I think everybody should get into seasonal work at some point in their life. Imagine tapping trees for hours, and by the end of it, you get your own bottle of maple syrup that you made yourself. Like, is that not the most incredible thing? That's all I want out of life. Downstairs, I have a bottle from the grapes that I harvested. Like, that is fucking cool. Like, I will save that. I will be saving that for a special occasion. But just to be able to have a bottle that I could say I harvested these grapes, like, that is insane. I love it. Anyways, I guess the point here is just to follow your dreams, follow your passions. Go work in the vineyard, go harvest some grapes, go pick leaves for hours, touch some grass, get out in nature, feel what you love, and life will be very rewarding. And that's all. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.